Just give us a cue.
Go into Chrome. Okay.
Message.
Make sure to post it in the town hall channel as well.
Yep. Discord. Okay.
Right.
Oh no.
Hello there, everyone. Okay, so we are live now. We're just waiting on a few more people to join us until we get started, and until we have a couple more. We'll give maybe a few minutes for people to join us. We can go ahead and introduce ourselves and just talk for a little bit while we wait for people to join. I'm Tyler Gray. I am one of the chairs of this convention.
And I'm Pepper, or you can call me Matthew, and I'm the other co-chair of this convention, HarmonyCon.
So
we're just kind of waiting here for some people to join, and then we'll get started, and we'll probably reintroduce ourselves as we get a few more viewers. But right now, we are just waiting for people to join us, and we'll try to keep this going.
Ask that you guys bear with us because this is our first live stream, so we may have a little hiccup here and there, but we've got our staff behind the scenes working on making sure everything stays on track.
And in case any of you don't know, HarmonyCon is a new convention in the Dallas area, specifically in Addison, Texas. We are a first-year convention, and we're just trying to let everyone know who we are and what we're trying to do here. Like I said, we'll keep kind of reintroducing ourselves as we go. We're just trying to fill time here, basically. But
will be held from February 8th through the 10th of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here, make sure I've got my questions pulled up. Should we want to wait maybe 3 more minutes until...
We're keeping this casual. So do we actually have viewers right now? Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like we do have some viewers. In case any of you just joined, okay, I'm Matthew, or Pepper. I am the co-chair of HarmonyCon. This is Tyler Gray. He's the other chair.
Nice to meet y'all.
Doing a Q&A here, so feel free to leave questions in the public Discord or the YouTube chat on the side there. And we'll try to get to those. Right now, we do have some questions that were submitted on Twitter before the stream was started. We had that open for a few weeks, I think. So we're going to get started, I think. What do we have first?
Well, we can either just go down the list or see, is there a good one we want to start
select
with?
Whatever you like, I think.
Okay.
We'll try to get through them all.
Tell us about the mascots.
So... Do you want to talk about it first? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, as you can see on our lovely shirt here, which you can find the link to purchase on our website, we have Harmony Tune and Harmonic Star. Harmony Tune is the pink female pony, and Harmonic Tune is the green male pony. Harmony Star is a very energetic, outgoing, friendly pony. She loves Texas culture, but she's not actually a country girl. She just likes to pretend to be. So she has a little trouble here and there. She'll like slip up with her fake Texas slang. Harmonic Tune is sort of the mellow, laid back, calm, down to earth pony to sort of balance her out. He loves to just sort of sit under a shady tree, play his guitar.
He's just a chill music horse.
Exactly. And they both absolutely love sweet tea. It's their favorite drink.
Who doesn't like sweet tea, though? And these, we should probably talk about the artists a little bit.
Yes.
Our Harmony Star and Harmonic Tune were created by our head artist, Nevalian.
Nevalian.
Excuse me.
He did an excellent job designing them, in my opinion at least.
Yes, he's been doing an excellent job with all of our design and getting all of our other artists together and organized and getting all that pretty horse art out there, including the cards we had at BronyCon. If you guys any of you were there, our banner we had on our table, the shirt that I showed you guys. That all starts from our wonderful artist team. And
our artists currently include Lula Moon Arts, who designed the press release for Miss Ellie Ray Hennessy. As well, he also designed the flyers, correct?
Yeah, the flyers we had at the conventions.
And we've brought two others on. We've just recently brought on. So they're going to be the Awkward Dork and Gleamy Dreams.
Yes, that's right.
And so they're going to be helping out with our art projects moving forward as well.
We're excited to have them on board. You want to move on here?
Sure. Let's go with, can we bring X
show guests?
Because we've had a lot of people ask, can you bring this show guest? Can you bring that show guest?
Right.
So we're in negotiations with a number of show guests. We don't want to overextend ourselves, so we're not going to have, a huge amount of show guests for our first year, especially. We want to be careful, make sure we're doing this properly. So we're going to scale it back a little bit. We're going to have, a few show guests. We're not setting an exact number just yet, but we are in negotiations with a number of people. We can't obviously state who we're in negotiations with until contract's been signed and everything's ready to go. The only one we can announce at this time is our fantastic voice actress, Ellie Ray Hennessy, the voice of Mistmane. Absolutely wonderful woman who's got 35 plus years of experience in acting, voice acting, and is definitely going to exemplify the harmony we're striving to bring with HarmonyCon.
Yeah, she's just excellent. We've seen her around other conventions. She's very excitable. She loves the community, and we're just very happy to have her.
Oh, yes.
We got another question here coming in. No, the shirt is just front only. There is nothing on the back, but it is a very pretty pony shirt just on its own. It's blank.
No, we're secretly hiding a message on the back.
That would be funny. Just a surprise.
So one question that's been brought up is, what panels will we all have? Obviously, we are still in the very early stages of the convention. We haven't decided on any panels yet. We are still accepting our applications for vendors as well, but panels, and so those won't be decided for a number of months.
So yeah, we have our panel applications open among with others we'll talk about later, but I believe panel applications will be closing around November. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it will be on our website. You can go to harmonycon.org and take a look at our application panel application, whatever, and there'll be a date there that will be for our closing date. Just take a look if you're interested.
Mm-hmm. Room night attrition. That's basically the number of room nights that we have with our contract with.
Our room nights. Okay.
Well, I can't
Okay.
give exact numbers on what our room nights are booked for, as that is legal document that we can't really share private information on. I can say that we were very cautious in the number of room nights we are contracted for. We're not, going crazy here.
Yeah.
It's a very doable number that we've had input from a number of other convention heads and staff, so that we were taking into account their experience with this and decided on a good number. We are doing quite well on, actually. We've already reached
Well, we don't want to say.
well, not a specific
We're
number,
doing
but
well on our room
yes.
nights. We are playing it safe because we do understand we are we're a brand new convention, and we have to be careful with our budget and everything, and we don't want to overexert ourselves. We do have room to grow if need be, so we would like if you would book your rooms as soon as possible. That would be very helpful.
Yeah. Well, tying
Wink, wink.
into that is another question we've received, being what are the top 3 things we, the attendees, can do to make the con successful?
Right, we'll just move into that.
I mean, that's a good segue. So, obviously, 2 of the biggest things are pre-registering, which allows us to get a better view of what our attendance numbers are going to be, as well as giving us, obviously, the funds so that we are able to put down a little bit more on certain things. If we get a large number of attendees, we can look at certain show guests. So pre-registering is a big hit.
So basically, the point is, and it doesn't matter what convention you are, pretty much every convention depends a lot on their pre-reg, whether they've been going on for 1 year or 5 or 20. It doesn't really matter. Pre-reg helps a lot in terms of how we're able to plan our budget and get more events going, space, whatever y'all can think of. The more pre-reg we can expect, the more we can plan ahead. So if you can pre-reg as soon as possible, just please do that. And I believe right now we have $5 off for a few more months, and then it'll go up to $55. I can't say whether or not we're going to have any more sales before then, but right now, $50. If you can do it now, just sign up.
The second thing that our attendees can do is book your hotel room, and
Right.
do so with the HarmonyCon rate code, so that we can meet our room numbers with the hotel, and it increases our reputation with the hotel, makes it so that we're on good standing with them, and it gives us a bit more negotiating power if we need to expand rooms or whatever's the case. Having our room numbers met or even exceeded,
We'd love to exceed.
it gives us a lot more room to maneuver.
Like we said, we're doing well now in terms of reaching our first goal, but if we could expand that number, it would help us a lot in getting you guys more events and more space. Not to say that we don't have a bad amount of space right now, but we are playing it safe. We're planning for it, either way.
And let's see. So another question was at the concerts at Nightmare Nights, there was a concern about security and some of the attendees being perhaps a little bit intoxicated. We are going to have monitoring, around the clock from both our staff as well as hotel staff. And if there is any concern, please let us know right away. Let one of our staff know, and we will make sure to handle it. Because we want to keep this place safe and enjoyable for you guys. So if there is any concern, please let us know, and we will help you guys out.
I think you answered that pretty well. Yes.
Let's see, projected available setup for panels. So basically, what sort of...
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
what kind of setup do we have for our
AV.
panels? Okay. We do plan on having, the standard microphones and ideally projectors for each room. I think right now we are able to provide that kind of equipment.
Yeah, we have, I think, 3 projectors already.
Yeah.
So
We should be, I think we might even
perhaps
have
even
more.
4, yeah.
we should be more than capable of allowing everyone to have what they need in terms of AV.
Yeah, our AV staff is very, very on top of it. Our AV team, it's the team that works on the Tesla coil panel.
Great guys.
And you might have seen them at some of the past conventions. They were at HarmonyCon. They were at, I think they were at TrotCon.
I don't remember.
They were at Everfree Northwest.
And they've been at Nightmare Nights in the past as well. So
yes.
They've been around.
And they're helping us very much with providing equipment and ensuring that everything runs smoothly.
What do we got here?
This one. Yes. If you do need something, please let us know in the panel's application.
Yes, we should have a space there for you to tell us if you need anything extra or what kind of equipment you need or what you request, basically.
Yeah. And we can definitely work with you guys on that. So one of the questions that we've gotten is leadership experience of the people involved. And just between two of our staff, our consultants, we have 70 plus years of convention experience between Thomas and Chuck, who have been working with conventions for decades. They've worked every single department you can think of. Our head of our Royal Guard is Chris, who was on the Royal Guard for Nightmare Nights Dallas. He's worked
I don't know how many years he was on there, but
a good number of years. And he was personally recommended to us.
Right.
And
he's a great guy. We
we also have obviously our AV team has worked AV for other pony conventions. They've been AV on probably 4 or 5, I think.
Right, and I didn't realize just what kind of equipment they had available, but it's definitely more than we expected. So I think we're gonna have a good concert.
Our vendor relations element of Smash was the vendor relations for Nightmare Nights.
I think it was the Vice.
Oh, Vice?
Yes.
Okay.
But he still knows what he does know what he's doing. He's been extremely helpful.
Our VIP relations,
Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix worked with Equestria LA.
He's come in highly recommended by many con staff I've talked to, and he's been great so far.
So while we're a new convention, we have not a lot of people on our staff that know what they're doing, and we're also shoring that up with discussions with other convention heads and convention staff, making sure that we get the input of everyone that has experience on how to run this smoothly and how to put on the best possible convention for,
we have a lot
you guys.
Of well-vetted mentors and advisors on our staff, and I myself have volunteered at a few MLP conventions in the recent years, including BronyCon recently, High Roller PonyCon, and Everfree Northwest. So I do have some experience on my own, and I've attended a lot of MLP conventions since 2011. So I've met a lot of good people, and I've learned a lot of stuff about how conventions run.
You've probably seen us, like you said, you were at BronyCon working con ops this past
weekend, I guess. I don't remember. And still trying to get back into normie life.
We also had, you were running our table at TrotCon.
I had a table at TrotCon. I had my cards there. And
I've been attending Nightmare Nights for the last 4 years, and I've also attended BronyCon, where I was aiding the Tesla coil panel with setup that year. And that was 2016 when I was there. Let's see, will there be a family package? We do have a parent-child membership that is for one parent and then 2 children. And I'm trying to remember, I believe it's 13 and under for the children, or was it?
I think it is 13 and under.
Yeah, I think it's 13 and under for the children.
If you want to know exactly, just go to our website and it'll list it right there. I just don't have it memorized.
So we do have, we are striving to be a family-friendly convention, and we do have a family package. So it would be 1 adult and then 2 children. If you have more adults, it would need to buy an additional batch, however.
And then we have a teen, I think, ranking ticket.
Yeah, the
basically,
teen.
which is I think is it like 15 and up or something, or 15 to
Yeah,
17 or something like that. Or
Yeah, I
13,
believe so.
14 to 17, something like that. It's like right above the obviously parent-child package.
About what makes HarmonyCon special. Well, we
Well,
are.
other than just trying to keep the horse cons in Texas,
We are bringing new ideas and bringing, a fresh start to conventions. I mean, we're not the only ones. Certainly, High Roller PonyCon did a fantastic job this year. That was their first year as well, and they showed that it's not too late for a pony convention to start up.
Yeah, as long as there's support in the area, basically. As long as you guys want it, they'll work.
So we are. What makes us special is that we're bringing this, fresh start. We're bringing in new fans. We're bringing in new ideas while incorporating the experience and the veterans from these years of pony conventions. And we really want to put an emphasis on community and harmony, which is why we've chosen the name we have. We don't have our theme for this year is simply HarmonyCon. We are focusing in on that for our first year, just trying to strive towards emphasizing the harmony of our community, harmony between each other, and trying to not just show harmony between our own community, but also outwards towards others.
Sure, and really, our primary focus really is on community as our inaugural year here, because it's really the community that makes these things possible, and that's the entire point of these events. So while we don't have a strong theme like some other conventions have had, we're just mainly focusing on making a great event for the community itself and letting them take part and helping us do that.
We had a question about our will you guys open a community forum similar to what BronyCon had? At this time, we don't have any specific plans about a dedicated website for it. We are currently using Discord. You can find the link on our website at harmonycon.org. Links to our Discord, which is very fantastic and very easy to use. Allows us to moderate it very well. So if you do want to just talk to our other attendees, talk to us, you can message our staff, you can message myself and Pepper specifically if you need any specific questions. And for right now, our plan is continue using Discord for our community forum. Okay, so one of the questions that we've gotten was about how to volunteer prior to the con, and do we need any help? Obviously, every convention needs help. Our volunteer applications are currently up on our website. We've yet to go through and really do our first rounds on that because, this is still the early stages, so we're
not making decisions on the vendor room until basically all at once when it closes, which I believe is also in November.
Yeah.
We're not taking priority on anyone, basically. I mean, everyone can submit their application, and we will go through them in November. It's not really a first-come, first-served thing. Just get it in before November, and you will be considered.
But we definitely need volunteers in every aspect of our convention, from VIP relations to dealer's den to con operations, just general setup. Even if you've not worked a convention before, just let us know, and we'd be happy to take a look at your application.
Just let us know what you think you can contribute, and we will see what we can do.
Let's see here. The status on the dealer's den. So right now, like he said, we haven't made our final decisions on who our vendors will be. I can say that we've already gotten enough applications that our vendor hall will be full. but we haven't specifically decided which ones we're going to go with at this time. And our vendor applications are still up until also November, I believe. And those will be gone over largely by our head of vendor relations, element of Smash. And at that time, we'll be able to contact you guys. But right now, our vendor applications are still open, and we'd be happy to hear from you. Let's see what other questions you guys have right now.
Our
opinions on BronyCon?
Opinions on BronyCon, okay. I mean, we love BronyCon.
Yeah. We're sad to hear about it ending, but it's been a fantastic convention. Although our focus right now is mainly on HarmonyCon,
Right.
so no, obviously we want to show our support to all the other conventions, but right now we're going to be answering questions mainly on our
Right.
convention because that's what we know.
I mean, we really don't have anything. We have everything positive to say about BronyCon. I
Yeah.
mean, there's nothing else to say about it. We love them. So we're gonna move on to more HarmonyCon focused questions, though.
Any guess to how big the con will be? So we are, we're starting small. We're not looking to have, a ridiculous number of attendees for our first year. We don't expect that. We can certainly work with it if we do receive that number of attendees. We have enough space that we can move into. We have enough experienced staff that we can handle it. But at this time, we certainly don't. We're not going to fail because we're trying to get too many attendees. We're starting out small. We're gonna focus on,
Just being successful.
just being successful.
Yes. We've been pretty conservative about our attendance, but we have room to expand if we get more pre-reg. So
Mhm.
tell your friends. We're definitely planning for multiple levels. We can scale up fairly easily, but we can't scale down. So.
But we've gotten input from a lot of other convention heads with, looking at the attendance rates of other conventions that have been in Texas as well as other areas of the country based on what years they started, all of that sort of stuff. So we've taken a lot of factors into account with our projected attendance. We've been a little quiet. Apparently we need to speak up a little bit. Apologize for that. We're still working on the technical issues. Handicapped accessibility.
Mhm.
We are in a handicap accessible hotel. There are handicap accessible rooms, and
There's plenty of elevators.
Yes.
We've never seen anyone in that hotel have issues with accessibility.
and if you have any, our panels are going to be accessibly friendly to all. So if you do have any concerns or any questions, please let us know. We'd be happy to help with you guys because we don't want to exclude anyone from our events. Let's see what other questions that I have right here. This one has been asked by a number of people about well, I don't want to say specifically that the show is ending, but the rumors that the show is ending, because while it's still not confirmed, regardless of whether the show ends or not, our focus is simply on our first year. We're not going to straight up say that we're going to have a second year at this time until we've got our first year down. Our first focus is on making this one successful, but the show ending does not have a direct impact. I mean, it will have some impact based on our attendance numbers. That's just a reality of it. But so long as we have a community to provide this for, then we're going to make our efforts to
Keep
do
it
what we
going.
can. 21 plus panels. You want to get that one? I mean, we've already mentioned it in our rules.
So, at the moment, with the 21 plus, I speak up. At the moment, regarding the 21 plus panels, our focus is on more family friendly events. We have no intent to have 21 plus panels at the moment, and we don't really intend to change that. So that's pretty simple answer. We don't really intend to have 21 plus panels.
Yeah. This one is, are we Nightmare Nights Dallas 2.0?
Well, the answer is no.
Yes, it's pretty simple.
We all loved that convention, and we were very sad to see it go, but we are not really related to that staff at all. Neither of us have worked for them. We attended every year, I believe, and we loved it. Most of our staff has not been connected to Nightmare Nights. A few of them have, as we mentioned earlier, and we've gotten support from them for sure. But just to reiterate, we are not Nightmare Nights Dallas. We are our own convention. We are HarmonyCon.
This one was asked of me in person. Do we have a financial plan? Obviously, we are not going to give away our specific budget. That's
I mean, our financial plan is play it safe.
Yes, we do have an accountant that we're working with that, is helping us keep a close monitor on everything. And basically, we're going to be very cautious and conservative with our first year, and we're not going to overextend ourselves. We are taking into account, the number of different expenses that may come up, as well as unexpected expenses. And we've gotten input from a number of other convention heads on
what to expect.
Or
to expect the unexpected.
Yeah. So we do have plans in place to ensure that everyone has an excellent time, and that we're going to be cautious with this. There was a question, I know you didn't want to, about a concert preceding the convention. We originally wanted to do one in order to raise the funds to make our down payment on the hotel. However, after getting started, we found that was actually no longer necessary, and we were able to secure our contract with the hotel without it. So while it's something that we'd like to do and we're still open to it, we haven't made any firm plans yet.
It's not really a priority yet until we deem that we can spare the resources for it at the moment.
Yes. So it's something we'd like to do, but at this time, we don't have any specific announcements regarding it. Yeah. But if you want to continue following us, then
it's a bit of a stretch goal. How many guests?
Well, we've already, just in case the person just tuned in fairly recently, I'm not sure if he was here for when we spoke about it, but our VIP guests, we're keeping it, to a small number. We're not going to overextend ourselves. We don't want to set a hard limit at this time because, that just depends on attendance numbers. It depends on expenses. It depends on a lot of factors. But we are going to keep it very minimal. We're going to have a number of show guests. It's not going to be, just a single person. But at this time...
Don't expect us to have a lot of community guests, or maybe not community guests, sorry, show guests. They are something we have to budget for, and it's really something we have to go along with.
Project.
Something we have to project. Sure.
No, you need to talk louder.
I need to talk.
Believe it or not, we don't actually have camera or mic equipment from Hollywood. We are just using a regular mic. So
sorry guys, forgive the first timers on this. I lost my train of thought.
We were just talking about that
Sure,
our
yeah.
VIP guests, we're going to keep it relatively minimal based on our expenses. And obviously we can't state who we're in negotiations with or who we've secured until those contracts are finalized and we're ready to make those announcements. At this time, the only one that we can announce is our wonderful guest, Ellie Ray Hennessy, voice of Mist Main, who is, like we said before, just one of the best people in the fandom. Just one of the, fantastic woman,
Yeah.
very energetic and loves to interact with people. So we're very excited to have her. Let's see. Have we had anything come up on our YouTube? No. So, right now, looks like we've got a number of. We've answered the questions that have come up. We can still talk. We're going to talk for a little bit more about just some of our stories and stuff that's happened. Just gonna keep it a little casual, and if you guys have some more questions, feel free to ask them and we can answer them as they come up. So Ellie was a fantastic person when we signed her on. I don't want to go into contract specifics, obviously. She messaged us directly talking about how great it was that our new convention was coming here and that she wanted to help, and so we didn't even have to do too much there. She reached out to us.
She was excited. We could tell she was excited.
We could tell she was excited.
She's a very
and she reached
excited
out to us,
person.
so it was very nice to have that, such a positive reaction from one of the show guests just out of the blue. I just saw that on my phone one day and went, "Oh my gosh, Ellie's talking to us just out of nowhere." So,
we are
in the
kind of just
absence
waiting for
of
more questions to come in here. So,
in the absence of questions, how did you get into the fandom?
Oh, me? Oh my. Okay, so idle horse chatter.
Our basic question.
Right. Was that actually a question?
No, I just meant that's like one of the most basic questions for our bronies.
Feel free.
How'd you get in it?
How to volunteer, and I'll come back to that question. But if you want to volunteer, I don't know if we gave the specific. Just go to our website, harmonycon.org, and it should be under the Attend tab, I think.
Yes,
or
under
it's
the
one of those
Attend
tabs at the top right.
Yeah.
And you can click volunteer, and it'll go to a Google form, and you can fill out what you're interested in helping out with. It's the same with community
Vendor
guest
applications,
vendor applications, and very, very soon musician applications. And I'll come back to the question really quick since he asked. I joined the fandom in 2011. I think it was November specifically. My first episode was Sonic Ramboom, and the first horse I saw is Best Pony, so Rainbow Dash. But ever since then, I've just been a part of it. It's been a long, long time.
Nevalin is asking how we got such good artists. Gee, I don't know. Have you seen these good artists?
I don't know.
Who's he talking about?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. We do love our artist staff. They've been fantastic and have done a great job designing our mascots and our shirts and our flyers. So we're really excited to have them all on board. We've got a number of other projects in the works that I'm sure you guys will be happy to see once those get started rolling out.
Lots of cute con mascot material.
So I got started in the fandom. Trying to remember what year it was. I think it was. I got started a little bit late. It was after season 3 had ended, and a good friend of mine from my history courses back at UTD, University of Texas at Dallas, who had been training all his life to be Navy SEAL, decided to try to get me to watch the show with him. And I mean, I'd always been into cartoons, so it wasn't a huge stretch for me. But it was just sort of funny seeing this guy that, you know, grew up in a very military family, grew up always wanting to be in the military, watching a show called My Little Pony. And he got me to watch it. And the first couple episodes, I was like, you know what, this is actually better than I expected. And so after that, I would be at home and nobody else was around and there was nothing else on TV, and I'm flipping through channels and I see, well, My Little Pony's on and nothing else is, so no one else is home, right? Yeah, it'd be fine to watch a few more episodes. And I just started watching the episodes more and more from that. And as for the fandom itself, I actually didn't know too much about the existence of the fandom until I was listening to some music by Ken Ashcorp, who did the song 20% Cooler. And that was the first My Little Pony song that I ever heard. Or, well, fan-made song. When I favorited that song on YouTube, YouTube started suggesting more and more Brony songs. And I was like, Discord? What's this song? That sounds interesting. And
just kidding. It's great.
Then it just started suggesting more and more, and I just sort of went down the rabbit hole from there and discovered Equestria Daily and the existence of the Brony fandom. And it's just had such a huge impact on my life. So I'm happy to be creating this convention with Matt and making it so that you all have this opportunity to, you know, come here and have these experiences and grow together as a community, because that's what's made this so special for me. And that's what I want to emphasize for you guys, is that, you know, it's not, the show is fantastic, but it's not just about the show. It's about the fandom, it's about our connection with each other, and it's about creating these bonds of harmony and showing that to the world, not just in saying, hey, I watch My Little Pony, but in exemplifying the messages of the show. So I'm really happy to be putting this convention on for you guys and want to provide that experience for you. I'm sorry, I hogged it for a little bit. Do you have?
Just spilled out your heart.
That's just a you know, something that happens when you watch the show. You just eventually start spilling out.
Right. No, I have to agree with just how special this community's been in my life too. I mean, even just going to the conventions, it's just so easy to connect with people. We all have that common reason we're there, and it's just kind of exceptional.
Yeah.
It's easy to connect with people. It really is. And I've just met so many great people through this community, so that's the primary reason I stick with it. You know, just the community and the horse music. I do love me some horse music.
Yes, I think that's probably true for both of us.
Yeah.
That's one of our favorite aspects.
I was surprised when we first met how much music in common, like from the community itself, how much we had in common in terms of our musical tastes.
Oh yeah.
It's.
You check our town hall. No, nothing new there.
Positions.
Well, our heads of staff are
pretty much filled. I think we could use some assistance with events, but other than that, it's just probably for during the convention more so than before. Yeah.
But the departments that typically need the most volunteers are Royal Guard, seeing as they
just numbers in general.
They do tend to have a number of people that you know, don't follow through. We need people that are dedicated to the position to volunteer for that department. Obviously, con operations and just general management of helping set up.
I mean, if any of you listening have a lot of convention experience to begin with, please do apply if you're willing. And if you don't, apply anyway, and just let us know what you think you can do for us, and we will try to get back to you.
I'm having trouble reading that one.
What?
Oh, to eat. So the Our convention is going to be held at the Crown Plaza
Okay,
Hotel in
Addison.
Addison, Texas. And that is in the middle of Restaurant Row in Addison. There's literally over 160 restaurants in a 3-mile radius of the hotel. There's Jay's Burgers and Breakfast if you want to just walk down to the small diner that's open 24/7. There's the Londoners across from that. There's Blue Goose Cantina. There's Bay 34 Pizza, Moe's Southwest Grill. That's all the places. That's just, the places I can list off the top of my head within walking distance.
I mean, there's also the Londoner, but that's a great place, and some of you might know why. But,
oh, yes, our contract was signed months ago.
I'm probably, many months ago. So, yes, we are going to be at the Addison, and we are 100% signed with them.
Yes. We did make, a small mistake of...
Some of you might have noticed that we announced our dates before we technically announced our hotel. And we tried to resolve that very quickly. We kept the dates the same, and we always intended to.
Yeah.
But,
as we've said, this is a learning process. We have a lot of experienced people on staff and have a lot of input from people that have been working conventions for a long time. So we're shoring that up, and we're learning from our mistakes. So we want to make sure that we're making this the best possible convention for you by learning from, when we do mess up like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, everything's in place now. We have our contract signed. It's been signed for months, and everything's going forward. There's certainly no backing down for us now.
Oh.
Benefits of volunteering.
Okay.
As this is a first-year convention, we can't do too much. We can't, we're not going to be able to get rooms or just pay for your meals for the entire time. It's just not feasible for a first-year convention.
Right.
However, obviously you will get a comped badge for the duration of your stay, and I believe we're seeing if we are going to be able to print out shirts for all of our volunteers. It's not definite at this time. We'd certainly like to, and I think it's probably going to be feasible, but I just don't want to promise that until we're certain.
When it comes beyond the comped badge, of course, I mean, we're not going to make staff pay to be there. That's ridiculous. But when it comes anything beyond that, it's going to come down to budget. As a first-year convention, like I said, we're trying to be extremely careful about everything. And if we do have extra funds to give perks to our staff, we're definitely going to, if we can. When can we expect musician applications in general?
Well, when can we expect?
This one's my fault. I've been like working on it and then almost being done, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna post this tomorrow, and then I'm gonna post this tomorrow and everything. I don't know why I've done that with that one specifically. Maybe it's because I just really care about the musicians and I want to make sure they get everything they need and they're able to ask us all the questions they need. I am going to have it up. What's today? Sunday?
Yeah.
Today's Sunday. I'm going to have it up this week.
Okay.
I'm
You've heard it here, folks. It is going to be up this week. For our concert in general, there are a couple things that we'd like to mention. Oh, time. Yes.
Yeah. I think we're gonna.
So probably wrap up within the next 15 minutes. We don't want to go more than an hour. So for our concert in general, we obviously, we're still looking at musicians, but what our current plan is, what we'd like to do, is have one night be a acoustic, and then one night be more.
We're not really sure if we're going to do a mix of nights or one or the one or the other yet. It really depends on what AV is capable of supporting in terms of switching off people's equipment. But we're definitely going to have a balance of acoustic and EDM and more electronic focused music. Like, we really want to have a good balance of acoustic music and electronic.
Yeah.
Because we know people have different tastes.
Oh, yes, and our musicians will be playing at Pony Music.
Yes.
With musicians, with panels. We are making sure that we have an emphasis. This is a pony convention. It is not an EDM convention. It is a pony convention. And that is a concern that's been raised before, so we are definitely going to strive to ensure you know,
There's plenty of EDM horse music.
yes.
But
You know, we'll allow, you know, maybe a song or two here and there, but if, you know, we need a good like 90% to be 90% to be horse music, as that is the purpose for our convention. And yes, I do miss you, Michael.
That's funny.
We've been doing fairly well with our badges so far. We
got a big boost after BronyCon for sure. So
and we've already sold one of our highest tier badges, which gets you a sponsored dinner with our VIP guests, as well as a meet and greet with the guests the day before. Our highest tier is $500, and we're currently only selling 6.
Right, we're definitely limiting it to there's a ratio of how many we're gonna have for that top tier to how many guests we have.
Yes,
because we want to keep that dinner intimate. We don't want to have it just be one person taking up the entire guest, or you know, taking all their time up. We want people to be able to share that moment with them.
So we have 5 of those badges left. So if you want to purchase one, make sure to do it now, because there are a limited number of those highest tiers.
So what are the tiers in general?
That is the I'm trying to remember the name of it. Rockstar?
I think it's producer.
Producer, that's right.
Yeah. We're saying it's a little bit of a music theme. We like our music.
So that was our highest tier. Our second highest tier was the show pony? No. Lead singer.
Yeah.
Lead singer.
I think, yeah.
And that one is $250. That one gets you the meet and greet with the show guests. Our next
first sponsor tier.
First sponsor tier
has it comes with some
show
various
pony
items and a T-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, the higher tier ones include all the benefits of the lower tiers
it
as
all
well.
stacks up.
So our show pony membership includes a T-shirt as well as a bonus item, and we are going. Those are $100. They also include priority seating, so you can get into panels first, as well as priority registration. And then, of course, we have our general membership for the 3 days. We also have single-day memberships. We have teen age memberships, as well as our parent and child memberships. The parent and child membership is the same cost as our general membership, which is $50 right now.
Yeah, it just went up from the first initial early bird sale. So it is at $50 right now. It'll go up to $55 in a few months. And in case you guys want to see the complete details on this again, go to HarmonyCon.org, and you can click register. It'll be on the homepage there. You just click the register button, and you can see all of that information listed out there, prices and perks and what you'll get.
Oh, yes. So somebody asked if we have special rates for parking. And yes, we do. So the hotel has recently changed its policy. They were always charging for parking. The rate's gone up to $18 per night for overnight parking. But however, if you get it through HarmonyCon's rate, then it is $3 a night for parking.
Right.
And they're also putting in like new gates apparently, so you will actually have to ensure that you get a parking pass in order to get into the lot. So if you do register with the hotel through HarmonyCon, then you can get the $3 parking rate. Spirit badges we talked about, but we never really implemented something for. Sort of depends on the costs.
I think we're still looking into doing spirit badges actually, and if we do them, it'll be pretty soon.
Yeah,
we'll make our final decision on that, because we have heard a lot of people ask for it, and we definitely want to satisfy those people.
Yeah, even the people that aren't able to attend, we want to allow them to show their support. So
I think if we do it, we'll let it be upgradable to a standard. If you guys want to say, oh, I don't know if I'm going to come yet, but I'd like to support the convention, which we love you people for that. If you decide you can come, then we will do our best to let you just upgrade it. Hotel rate.
We've got time for one more question, and that's going to be our hotel rate, which is $109 per night with the convention, and that is good for 2 double bedroom, king bedroom, and I believe even a suite if they're available.
I didn't see a suite available. Should be. We'll look into that.
I saw. So we'll look into that one, but it is for at least 2 double beds and
I think it depends
bedroom.
on how many people you put in, like how many people you're going to have in the room with you. If you put 4, it's just double, and then if you put less than 2 or 2 or less, I think it shows you the options for suite or king.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I believe it's fully refundable until right.
If you're booking through the hotel, then
they don't charge you till after.
Yeah, so you don't make your payment at the hotel until you check in. They just put a card on file for the reservation. If you're booking through a third party, then
we can't say what this policy is. But if you go through the HarmonyCon website and click the book hotel button we have, you can go in, select your room, how many nights you want, put your card down, and if you decide you can't come later, essentially nothing happens, so you don't lose any money.
Just so you are aware, though, when you do check in, apart from the cost of the room, there is a $100 incidental hold that they put on the card. So just make sure that you have that available and ready, so that there aren't any issues when you check in.
Right.
And that's returned after you check out. You just need it upon check-in.
Yeah, just no surprises on that.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think it's about time that we wrap up. I'd like to give a special shout out to, all of our staff in general, our artist team, our AV team, our Royal Guard, everyone on staff has been fantastic. It's done a great job. Our vendor relations, our VIP relations, been really happy with all of our people. And especially special thanks to Thomas and Emery, who are here with us right now, that have been doing all of our setup behind the scenes. They've been making sure that everything's kept on track, that we're getting our questions, and everything's running smoothly. So thank you, guys.
Yeah.
One more.
Okay. So just as we're about to sign off, once again, a lot of this information we've been talking about today, like our badge rates, our room rates, information on show guests, it'll be on our website, harmonycon.org. So check out our website.
And
we also have our social media. So definitely follow our Twitter. We're very active on our Twitter and our
Facebook, Discord. All of those links can be located on our website at harmonycon.org. And
that's about it for me. I think we're going to sign off, and we hope to see you guys at HarmonyCon Dallas on February 8th.
All right. Well, I'm Tyler Gray, and glad to see you guys.
All right. Bye.